Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we explore stories that make you think differently. Today, we're embarking on a truly unique journey, I think, into a world where ancient traditions aren't just surviving, they're dynamically evolving right within this breathtakingly advanced digital future.
Okay, interesting.
Our focus is on a project called Echoes of the Steppe, where ancient rituals meet digital frontiers.
Gotcha.
What immediately grabs you about this project is its origin. The entire experience, an immersive album, a really thought-provoking essay, and a captivating short story.
The whole package.
The whole thing. It was completely generated by AI, then, meticulously curated by a human editor from an organization called TATANKA.
Wow. Okay, so AI generated, then human curated.
Yeah, it's a fascinating experiment in generative creativity, isn't it?
It truly is. And the very genesis, the fact that it was AI conceived, creates this kind of potent meta-narrative.
Oh, so?
Well, it mirrors its central themes perfectly. You've got this futuristic nomad's quest for identity, grappling with pervasive surveillance, the intricate dance of cultural preservation, and just the surprising resilience of tradition in an age of hyper-digital transformation.
Yeah.
It makes you ask, can AI, which we often see as this force for homogenization, maybe even flattening things out?
Yeah, it's sterile sometimes.
Exactly. Can it also be a tool for articulating, maybe even preserving, these really profound human experiences?
That's a vital connection, how the AI's own genesis mirrors the themes. That adds another layer of intrigue, doesn't it?
It really does.
So our mission today is, well, to unpack how this AI-created world sees these deeply rooted traditions. Things like 𝗧𝗔𝗧𝗔𝗡 throat singing.
Which is amazing in itself.
Totally.
Yeah.
And nomadic yurts, interacting with this sprawling, hyper-digital city. How do these ancient forms persist, adapt, resist?
Find renewed meaning, even.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when faced with the immense pressures of a digital-first society. You might find yourself seeing this clash, tradition and technology, in, well, surprising new ways.
Sounds fascinating.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Our journey kicks off, like the title says, on the vast, windswept steppe, a place defined by traditions that are ancient, deeply resonant.
A living, breathing force, not just history.
Right.
Indeed. The source material brings up that William Faulkner quote, "The past is never dead, it's not even past."
Mm-hmm. Powerful.
And you feel that profoundly in 𝗧𝗏 throat singing, or 꽶𝗲. It's described as a living archive.
A living archive. What does that mean exactly?
Well, performers simultaneously produce this deep, low drone and these incredible whistle-like harmonics.
At the same time?
At the very same time. They're literally carrying the sounds of their environment, the wind, animals, the sheer vastness of the landscape, all inside the human voice.
Wow.
The voice becomes, as they put it, a small orchestra, a portable memory. A whole universe of sound and history contained right there.
That's an astonishing image, a portable orchestra. So if the voice carries this internal culture, is there like a physical counterpart, something grounding it?
There absolutely is. The yurt, or jerk, that's the physical analog.
Okay.
It's more than just a dwelling. It's this masterpiece of nomadic engineering. Round, transportable, built to withstand incredible extremes.
Blizzards, heat, everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, crucially, its design also preserves these intimate domestic rituals. It's a literal, tangible home you can pack up and rebuild in hours.
So sound and shelter together.
Precisely. The throat voice and the yurt, they form this portable, resilient cultural system, resisting easy assimilation, by modernizing forces. They're like self-contained worlds.
This dual foundation, then, vocal and architectural, becomes central for our protagonist, 𝗧𝗓. From the short story Where the Wind Remembers.
Right.
He's a young man from the steppe, and he's guided by this ancestral voice telling him, do not be afraid of forgetting. Bring what you can carry, build it with your hands, sing it into the wires if you must.
Wow. That's quite the instruction. Preserve and adapt.
Yeah, it really sets the stage for his whole quest into the unknown, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And that guidance, it's not just in the story. It's woven right into the album's first track, Awakening on the Steppe.
Oh, okay. How does that sound?
It's got these haunting, meditative, spoken and chanted lyrics. Feels ancient, personal, layered over a powerful 𝗧𝗏 throat singer, the raw sound of a jaw harp. And, get this, a minimalist harpsichord.
Harpsichord. Really? That's unexpected.
Totally unexpected.
Yeah.
But this deliberate fusion, it just establishes the pull of ancestral memory right from the start. It's the soundscape pushing him forward.
Okay, so 𝗧𝗓 leaves this world carrying his traditions, his drum, his grandmother's amulet, but also just, carrying it inside him.
As anchored, yeah.
And steps into this radically different future. And this is where I think the journey gets really compelling. The clash.
The clash with the hypermodern world.
He arrives in the city of mirrors. What's that like for him? Is it awe? Terror?
The story describes it as sensory overload. Kind of beautiful, but completely disorienting.
I can imagine.
It's this metropolis of chrome and glass, where shimmering surfaces reflect, but also, paradoxically, seem to erase the past.
Erase it? How?
Well, traditional identity fragments, language shifts, becomes digital noise, cultural markers, just data points. And the city's mirrors aren't just reflecting you.
No.
No, they're instruments, the source says, reflecting a different data skin for each face based on your digital interactions, assigning you new identities constantly.
Whoa. That sounds incredibly disorienting, like losing yourself.
Yeah, almost like a double consciousness. And that's echoed really powerfully in the album track, also called City of Mirrors.
Right.
The singer feels this lost signal, talks about identity fractured, split between what I've been and what they want me to become in this machine. It's a sound of deep internal conflict.
You can really feel that.
Yeah. And it raises that big question. How do you maintain your essence, your identity, under that kind of pressure? The source shows this urban life isn't just background noise. There's pervasive surveillance, called the observance.
The observance sounds ominous.
It is, or its agents, the firewall spirits. And it's not just passive watching. It's this omnipresent, AI-driven network analyzing everything. Digital activity, even just ambient human stuff.
Everything.
Pretty much. And it actively reshapes how people organize, how they tell stories, and how they practice ceremony. Every cultural act is visible. And potentially
sellable.
Exactly.
Commodifiable.
And the consequences are chilling, right? Altai experiences this directly, a real violation.
Yeah, tell me about that.
He's just quietly chanting on a bridge, maybe finding a moment of peace, and his voice is immediately grabbed by a projector, turned into an anodyne loop that hawked a tourism experience called authentic ancestry.
Oh, that's brutal. His personal sacred song becomes an ad.
Completely stripped of meaning.
It's a stark example of the system's power. The observance turns prayers into products. A grandmother's lullaby becomes an ambient loop for spas.
Wow.
What was deep and communal gets reduced to something consumable, totally devoid of context or spirit. Is that captured on the album too?
Oh, absolutely. The track Firewall Spirits nails it. It's got these paranoid, cryptic, rapid-fire lyrics, a spiritual folk voice duetting with a processed rapper.
Okay.
Exploring how the sacred turned to binary ones. It's less a song, more like a warning signal about this digital commodification.
Okay, so his culture is under threat. Erasure, commodification. How does Altai, how does anyone find a way forward in this city of mirrors?
Right. Well, this is where he finds this really fascinating community. In the city's hidden margins.
The resistance.
Kind of. Led by two key figures, Leon and Kara.
Okay.
This is where the story shifts, really, from just observation to action. Yeah. Leon is this charismatic person who speaks this amazing hybrid language, English, Tuvan, and a bit of grime.
Grime, like the UK music.
Yeah, that rapid-fire delivery, gritty sound, it reflects the hybridity of the place.
And Leon introduces Altai to the idea of digital yurts.
Digital yurts, what are those? Are they actual yurts? Not literal ones, no. They're these incredibly resilient, adaptive communities. They repurpose discarded city stuff like old server racks.
Server racks?
Yeah, turn them into urban gardens. They weave makeshift homes in abandoned spaces. It's where people truly carry a home inside their voice.
That phrase again.
Yeah, embodying that radical adaptation. It's explored in the album track Digital Yurts. They're reclaiming space, physical and cultural space.
That's incredible. And it's within these digital yurts that the idea of the ritual code comes up.
Exactly. Sparked by Kara, she's an elder, a former municipal archivist, and she has this profound insight.
What does she say?
She says, to archive is not to remember. You can store a song in a file, but the file is only a ghost without a body to sing it. Memory needs mouths and prayers and smoke.
Wow. That cuts deep. The difference between data and living culture.
Absolutely central. That insight underpins the whole concept of ritual code.
Okay, so what is the ritual code then?
It's the climax, really. Ancient ceremonies translated into living algorithms, into sonic recipes. Mantras typed into devices, prayers routed through fiber optics. But not for storage, for practice.
For active use.
Yes. And musically, it's this wild blend, throat-stinging jaw harp, that minimalist harpsichord, again, those sort of Baroque sounds.
Right, the ornate 17th, 18th century vibe.
Yeah, those Baroque timbres interwoven with cutting-edge electronic percussion. It's staging this dialogue between ancient nomadic drones and precise digital structures.
That sounds complex.
It is, but what's truly ingenious is how they protect it. Their method of resistance.
How do they stop the observants from just grabbing it, too?
They embedded error correction that mirrored oral tradition's redundancy. That's the key phrase.
Okay.
Right.
What does that mean in practice?
It means they intentionally messed things up. They played with the tempo, looped phrases through noise, used corrupt metadata.
Corrupt metadata?
Yeah, stuff that a human might read as like a fragment of a sentence, maybe something poetic. But a machine would just discard it as junk data.
So it's like digital camouflage.
Exactly. And inoculation, the source calls it. They manipulated timestamps, checksums, added these little bits of static.
Stuff the algorithm looking for clean data would just ignore.
Precisely. But for a human attuned to the culture, these flaws become signals, a shared imperfect code that actually strengthens its authenticity.
That's brilliant. It's not about perfect preservation, but dynamic, almost sneaky adaptation.
Turning flaws into features. It shows how creative practice itself becomes resistance.
And this leads to a confrontation, right, with Merrick, the official from the observance.
Yes, she represents the system trying to control things. But her encounter with the ritual code, with the community, it creates an opening in the wall.
An opening, so she's affected by it.
Profoundly. Her role is to enforce the system. But witnessing this living ritual, it shifts something in her. It's not about conversion, maybe, but understanding.
Empathy. The human connection breaks through the algorithm.
Exactly. And she ultimately chooses to learn it, to carry the tradition herself, which is huge. It shows even rigid systems aren't totally impermeable.
Okay, so the climax of the whole project story and album, it's this moment of convergence, right?
Yes. During this equinox incantation, the ritual code ignites. It's not just code, not just song. It's both. Alive.
And what happens?
It causes these massive glitches in the city's systems. Ads turn into prayers. Surveillance feeds start chanting, "We are one."
Whoa.
It leads straight into the final album track, Unity Frequency, which is just soaring.
And it's not violent rebellion. It's described as resonance.
Yeah, that's the word. This frequency didn't just disrupt files. It lodged itself not in files, but in flesh. It becomes part of people. An irreversible change.
Even Merrick accepts it.
She does. She knows the system won't forgive it. They will not forgive this, she says. But she takes the drum from Altai, commits to carrying the memory, becoming part of that living archive.
So the bigger picture.
Yeah.
It suggests that authentic human connection, ancestral memory, it can't be totally digitized or erased.
That seems to be the core idea. It can be challenged, fragmented, even co-opted for a while.
Like the tourism app.
Exactly. But it can't be truly extinguished if it stays alive in community and practice. The Unity Frequency track is where it all collides, ancient sounds, urban pressure, digital resistance, into this euphoric harmony. It's acceptance, a profound cultural shift.
So Altai, he achieves this resonance, this unity, and then he returns to the steppe.
He does, but he's changed. He carries the city's reflections, its digital echoes, but not as fractures, the story says, but as threads woven into the greater fabric.
Integrated.
Yeah. And the wind, that ancient voice, whispers back, nothing is lost. Everything echoes. It's a beautiful image of integration, not just survival.
Wow, what an incredible journey into echoes of the steppe. From ancient throat singing to the surveilled city of mirrors, to digital yurts and ritual code.
Really covers a lot of ground.
It's a powerful testament to how traditions can not just survive, but really thrive, evolve through creative integration with technology, even under intense pressure.
And we have to keep reminding ourselves, this entire world, this nuanced narrative, imagined by AI.
Right, that initial point.
It's a powerful demonstration. Maybe these new technologies, which we sometimes see as a threat, maybe they can be tools for articulating and preserving deep human experiences, cultural memory, in ways we haven't even thought of yet.
It forces you to reconsider AI's creative potential beyond just utility.
Definitely.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If an AI can dream up such a complex, resilient, and really human path for cultural survival, what other stories are out there waiting to be told through these kinds of fusions?
Human and artificial intelligence working together.
Yeah. And maybe for us listening, how can we actively participate? How do we weave our own ritual codes, our traditions, our practices into this evolving digital world? How do we keep them authentic and alive?
It really brings it back to that core question. Where does memory truly live?
Mm.
Is it just in static files on a server?
Or
Or is it in the breath, the actions, the adaptations of a living community that just refuses to let its stories go silent?
absolutely. A provocative thought for you to carry with you. Thanks for diving deep with us on this truly resonant exploration.